Hey everyone, ODST channel back again with an APB video this time. Unfortunately, the armor video I ran into is having a little bit of difficulties. Really quick, I'm going to show off some decent holdout points in APB to even out the odds against the superior force. This first one's at the bank, right down from the club and right by Justin Tang. I forgot to pull up the map for it, but that club that's right on the river, it's right down the road. It's right on the edge of the map. There's also a little spray paint billboard that you can usually see from the ground, so you know, just look for that if you're having a little bit of difficulty finding it. Should be able to see it kind of where I'm at just by where I'm looking around though. This one is probably one of the best ones in Financial, because Financial doesn't really have too many really good holdout points that are good choke points as well. As you can see, it's still fairly easy to get shot up here depending on where you're at. You can move around the building pretty quick though, and get out of danger's way if you need to. Ideally you're going to want one or two people to help guard the way up though. Nice thing about this area is that there's also another one right down the road here. This one was altered in an earlier patch to be a little bit more accessible to the other team, so that it wasn't a super unfair advantage where players used to get up in this area. The storm taking is actually the way they added in for the other team to get up, rather than going to the left, which is where it used to lead. I'm going to go off to the right. As you can see, this is a really narrow pathway and this is the only way up it. So if you get one guy with a decent medium range weapon, anybody going down there is done, or they should be. As you saw, there's a big huge slab of concrete that if you have a VIP or something you need to get him up there, he should be pretty well protected from just about everything except for grenades. Alright, so we're already in Waterfront because, like I said, Financial doesn't have a whole lot of good ones. This one is through and through my favorite hiding position. Yeah, it's right by Orleans Moretti. It's right in the corner, right off the double lane street, or whatever you want to call it. It's just a really small area. Two guys can guard this one really easy. If you have 3 or 4 though, it's pretty much impossible to get into. If you do have 3 or 4 guys, you can tuck away a VIP or something in this little room here. Not a whole lot of cover, but there's a little bit. That window there, as I'm about to show you, can be shot through though, and that's something worth noting. That can work out to your advantage. It can get you killed. And then if you do have, you know, 3 guys and a VIP, the 3rd guy can sit down in this little room and guard the door as extra protection, extra warning for when somebody's coming in. So next up we have the police station. Probably familiar with this point. It's kinda a little bit off to the left of the map. Or middle left, I don't know what you want to call it. Now, the roof of this police station is a really popular holdout point. It also tends to be the focus of a good number of different objectives and stuff in the game. Most people tend to not take full advantage of it though. What you're going to want to do is get up on here the usual way you would. As you can see, there's actually a team up here fighting right now. And there was a Tier 5 enforcer and a Tier 5 criminal up there at one point earlier. But instead of going around up there and jumping down like most people would, you're going to want to jump up on this ledge here. Kind of scoot down on that one, jump over to this roof, get a running jump, hit that one, and jump up here. Now, this is a very, very, very difficult spot to hit somebody from. The only way to really hit somebody back here is to get up here yourself, or get up on the other roof just high enough to see. You can also jump down there, but you're exposing yourself to people across the street over there. Somebody gets far enough away. If you're up here, you can kind of move around. Like the other spots, pretty easy to get down from here fairly quick. Not really a whole lot more to this one though. Just another good sniper spot. It watches over an area across the street that I'm looking at right now. That's an awesome place to put up a sniper if you guys are fighting down there in those warehouses, because that also tends to be a pretty big objective point in the map. Alright, so next spot here is also in waterfront, I mean. This one's right by the big building in the center of the map. This is in the northern area. It's a really big building. It's got a lot of different ways up to it, so you're usually going to need a bigger team or a fairly well equipped team to hold this point very well. But the height of the building and the fact that you need to take ladders up to get up to it is absolutely devastating to try and assault for a team that's got their stuff together. Me missing that board is going to be a good opportunity to make my point here, though. You know, here's another way up. Now, if you're familiar with this tower, you're going to figure out pretty quick how to get up to this ladder, which is going to be right to my left. It's going to be this canister, whatever this garbage can it is. Climb up this ladder and you're up to the same spot that you were before. Like the police station, this is a really good spot to put a sniper. Usually though, you don't see a whole lot of combat on this side of the primary building. There's a lot more spots than these though. I'd suggest looking for some of your own. Obviously I'm not going to show off all of my own, but these are some of the best ones that I got. If you're feeling down on your luck during a match, go ahead and use these if you can get to them. They will definitely be a game changer for you. If you guys have any more questions about APB or any more suggestions for different videos, once again, subscribe, post, doing all that fun stuff, okay?